2-on-2 on the rush. In the slot, front of the net. Puck up to the point now. Big time shot. And he scores!
Hey guys, Sports Gaming Fever here, back again, this time playing some NHL 13 Hockey Ultimate Team. So in this particular video, I'd like to go over some kind of strategy things that I found. So when you play versus in this game, you often find two people. There's the people that stay back and play their more defensive game. They play defense man-to-man. And there's other guys who get hit happy, as I like to say. So this game, I'm going to show you a comparison between me, which ended up being the hit happy guys. For example, I'm jumping up there and I jump up with another guy. Luckily, they don't get too great of a chance. But here, he's playing perfectly well defense, boxing up my guys, not really letting me get any opportunities. This one I did squeak by because it's Camilleri and they make him really small in this game and really agile. But this is a perfect example. Look at this, of both actually. I'm going to be trying to get into the zone. See how he keeps his defenseman back in a way that he can poke check, and now I'm going to try to get in again with Campbell. He's not coming and hitting me. He's just staying in the pass lane, so he's forcing a really bad shot. Sorry, that wasn't the example of both. I don't know. There is a rather long example of both coming up, just a couple clips, but here, end of the period, he's going to get an opportunity. And see, I have Skinner back, which is actually probably a good example, but I did jump up with my other defenseman. It's better to have two defensemen back. So here's that really long clip. It's the beginning of the second period, and I'm actually getting some opportunities. So this is actually a good example of what I usually try to do if I can get it into the zone. So the once or twice you get into the zone, you can try to do this. But if you're keeping your opponent out of the zone, they're not going to be able to do this. Which is obviously something you don't want your opponent to do. So see, he regains the puck here, and now he's going to bring the puck up. I dropped down my defenseman diving, and now I'm going to come in with Yandel and poke. And now he's got a 3-on-0, now a 2-on-0. He's just going to take it and shoot it with Spezza. So he did a good job in those other clips of staying back. I did not do that. I jumped up, and that is an example of the worst possible outcome of you jumping up. And I didn't only jump up with one guy. Sometimes you can get away with that. I jumped up with two guys. Another thing I did a lot in this game was take penalties. You've seen a clip before, and now this one, of me taking a penalty, and a pretty bad one, a pretty bad tripping penalty where I really didn't need to go all out poke checking. Now I'm going to come in here, but look, he has 4 guys on me. I'm not going to get a nice deking opportunity on that, and that's not going to go for a goal. Now I'm trying for the hip check. I'm bringing other guys up. I'm able to just get back and make a desperation play. But the fact of the matter is, in NHL 14, the poke check is going to be so, not necessarily useless, but it's not going to be as good as it is, as effective in this game, NHL 13. So it's good to get used to playing positional D, not running at a guy and trying to hit him, or running at a guy and trying to poke it away from him. Now here's a semi-good example. I'm keeping him away from my goalie, just keeping him to the outside. I kind of tripped up there at the end. But I run up my forward. Now Yandel's going to stay in a good position here. He is able to sort of deke me out a little bit, even though he didn't deke too much. But here's an example here as well. I'm going to head up with my left winger there. I believe that's Grabner. And he's going to take a penalty, actually. But I'm going to still get good chances. But see, he was still back. I never really got right to the front of the net, which is where you score goals. That's the best position to be scoring goals from. See there? I had one man back, and I had a bunch of guys back checking, so I was alright. So these are just varied comparisons throughout this game of good defense and bad defense. So here comes again. I had the power play, but look, I'm going to jump up with my guys. I did have a back check with Yandel, so it was okay. I was confident I could jump up and hit him because I had another defenseman coming back on the back check, and I knew that it was Yandel, a defenseman, who's going to be good on that back check. So now I take yet another penalty, and I'm going to clear and take another bad penalty. I attempt to clear it, but I clear it over the boards. Obviously not too happy about that. So here we go. I have one man back, and he's just gonna kind of pass around me. It would have been, see, I jumped up the defenseman earlier, so I only had it gave him an odd man rush. Which, if you're confident with that, that's good. But if you're not, that is awful. So here I switched to a player goalie because I jumped up with my D, and I needed to be in control. I actually made a couple of good saves there, but I wouldn't have needed to do that if I had only played good defense. Here late in the game, I'm pulling my goalie, which I pressed the buttons to pull him earlier, but he wouldn't pull. He finally pulled, and I denied them an opportunity. But see, he's going to play good defense. He jumps up and hits me knowing there's another defenseman in case he missed the hit, and now he's just going to bury the empty netter. And here again, you'll see he's going to come up. I'm going to jump up to hit. I'm going to miss. Now I'm just going to lie Yandel down. He's going to score. Anyway, guys, this was a loss, and it's clear why. Definitely check me out, subscribe to me if you like the video, and also check me out on Twitter. There should be a link to my Twitter in the description, as well as a link to my Twitch account where I'll be live streaming NHL 13. Anyway, guys, see you later.